She was the kind of girl who laughed even while taking a bath. She laughed while eating, reading, and even at her own funeral, she smiled. Bright, cheerful, and always helping others, she was the most loved girl in class. Whenever she saw the elderly or weak being bullied, she would jump right in to defend them. "Hey you, that's my grandpa you're picking on." But behind that sunshine smile, she hid a heartbreaking truth. Her time was running out. Her name was Yin Liang. Diagnosed with a fatal illness, she chose to hide it from everyone. She didn't want sympathy. She kept attending school, laughing through the pain, clinging to an ordinary life in her final days. One day, her diary was accidentally left behind at the hospital. It was found by her quiet classmate, Chunshu. Curious, Chunshu opened it and uncovered Yin Liang's secret. Yin Liang thought Chunshu would panic or offer pity, but she didn't. She simply handed the diary back, silent, and walked away. That calm reaction made Yin Liang feel something. From then on, she stuck close to Chunshu. Although classmates, they had barely spoken before. Chunshu was cold, distant, and had no friends. Yin Liang begged Chunshu not to tell anyone about her illness. Chunshu easily agreed. There was no one she'd tell anyway. "Don't you have any friends?" Yin Liang asked. "Can I stay by your side forever?" Chunshu thought she was joking and just told her to live life to the fullest. But the next day, Yin Liang really showed up, sticking to Chunshu, helping sort books, chatting endlessly. She told Chunshu how, in some places, people believed eating the organs of sick animals could heal diseases. Then she joked, "I want to eat your pancreas." It sounded absurd, but there was a deeper hope behind her laughter. She showed Chunshu her diary, filled with her bucket list, dreams she wanted to chase before she died, and she wanted Chunshu to help. Chunshu, though reluctant, agreed. Their first stop was a barbecue restaurant where they ordered all kinds of animal organs. Just like the legend said, eat the pain, heal the heart. Chunshu thought it was ridiculous, but Yin Liang's stubborn hope was infectious. "You know," Yin Liang said, "if you eat someone's organs, their soul stays with you." She laughed, "But your soul would be so noisy." Watching her smile so brightly, Chunshu found it hard to believe this girl was dying. Maybe that's what made her special. She laughed in the face of death. Later, they walked home together. An old man was being bullied nearby. Chunshu instinctively tried to avoid it, but Yin Liang charged straight in to help. In that moment, Chunshu saw the true warmth behind Yin Liang's crazy laughter. After that, Yin Liang dragged Chunshu along to fulfill every wish on her list. Chunshu wasn't good at refusing, so she followed. One evening, under the setting sun, with the sea breeze in her hair, Yin Liang laughed freely. Unable to hold back, Chunshu asked, "Are you really going to die?" "Yeah," Yin Liang answered calmly. She shared how she had once broken down after being diagnosed, but later realized tears wouldn't change anything. Instead, she chose to smile and be treated like everyone else. That's why she clung to Chunshu, someone who never looked at her with pity. "Actually," Yin Liang said shyly, "I want to fall in love before I die. Will you be my lover?" Chunshu turned bright red. Was this a real confession? Slowly, Yin Liang's unstoppable energy was breaking down Chunshu's loneliness. When summer vacation arrived, Yin Liang pulled Chunshu on a trip. They did all the silly things couples do: eating, shopping, sightseeing. Every small moment was a treasure for Yin Liang. Due to a hotel booking error, they had to share a room. Yin Liang teased Chunshu about sharing a bed, but Chunshu flatly refused. Still, their time was filled with laughter and awkward warmth. When Yin Liang asked for her face wash during a shower, Chunshu opened her bag and froze. Inside were not girly items, but medicines and syringes. The lightness of her bag hid the heavy burden she carried every day. Later, standing by the window, Yin Liang looked lonely, but when Chunshu's eyes met hers, she smiled, as if nothing could break her spirit. To pass the time, they played Truth or Dare. After a few drinks, Yin Liang opened up. She spoke about a past love, a person who loved her so much it hurt. Eventually, she had to walk away to save herself. Chunshu realized those who seem the loudest often hide the deepest wounds. Both of them got drunk. Yin Liang, acting spoiled, begged Chunshu to carry her to bed. This time, Chunshu didn't refuse. They lay back to back, close but silent. In the darkness, Yin Liang whispered, "If I said I'm scared of dying, what would you do?" After all, who isn't scared? For once, Chunshu didn't pull away. They stayed like that, back to back, until dawn. The trip ended too soon. Back home, Chunshu waited eagerly for Yin Liang's messages. But instead of Yin Liang, her best friend showed up, warning her, "If you're just playing with her feelings, stay away." Chunshu couldn't say anything. She didn't even know how she felt. Later, Yin Liang invited Chunshu over to hang out. They laughed, played games, and suddenly, Yin Liang asked, "Have you ever thought about making me your girlfriend?" Chunshu's heart raced, but she answered no. Good. Yin Liang smiled mischievously. That's a relief. Feeling teased, Chunshu turned to leave, but Yin Liang hugged her tightly from behind. In my bucket list, she whispered, there's something naughty, doing bad things with someone I love, or even with someone I don't. But it was a lie. Chunshu struggled inside. How long could she stay by the side of someone with little time left? But in that moment, she made a silent vow. She would stay. Seeing Chunshu so serious, Yin Liang teased her again. Frustrated, Chunshu clumsily pinned Yin Liang down, but this triggered painful memories for Yin Liang. Seeing her cry, Chunshu panicked and fled, overwhelmed by guilt. She didn't know how to face Yin Liang anymore. And at that moment, Yin Liang's ex-boyfriend appeared. He insulted Chunshu, throwing doubt at their relationship. Already shaken, Chunshu lost her cool. You know, the ex sneered. Yin Liang hates people who are too stubborn. Her ex was like that too. Thankfully, Yin Liang arrived just in time. Tears streaming down her face, she confessed, I'm so happy you stayed by my side. I don't need much. Just stay with me a little longer. Time passed. The bucket list grew shorter, and so did the days left. Yin Liang's health worsened, and she was hospitalized again. But when Chunshu visited, Yin Liang still smiled, pretending everything was okay. Bathed in soft sunlight, Yin Liang said, living is about connecting with others. Being alone isn't really living. Those were her last words to Chunshu. Yin Liang's stay was extended, meaning time was almost up. One night, she secretly sneaked out of the hospital and dragged Chunshu up a mountain. She wanted to fulfill her final wish, watching fireworks with someone she loved. At first, Chunshu was furious, but seeing Yin Liang's face lit by the colorful sky, her anger melted away. In that moment, they forgot sickness, forgot death. They simply lived. They promised. Once she recovered, they'd go out and play again. Finally, Yin Liang was discharged. Chunshu had changed too, smiling more, reaching out to people, embracing the bittersweetness of living. In a cafe, Chunshu waited to meet Yin Liang. She had finally gathered the courage to say, I like you. Too shy to speak it aloud, she typed a message instead, recalling that old legend, I want to eat your pancreas. It sounded strange, but it meant, I want your soul to stay with me forever. But Chunshu waited from morning to sunset, and Yin Liang never came. Back home, she stared at her phone, anxious. Then the news broke on TV. A girl had been murdered. It was Yin Liang. She didn't die from her illness. She died saving a stranger from a serial killer. Chunshu collapsed in grief. She couldn't even cry. Her heart was shattered beyond tears. What hurt most wasn't just her death. It was that she never got to say those 4 words, I like you.